also put the processed pellet into the feed pot again and process it again, and so that the finished pellets will be more tiny. So if you feed the animals like cattle, sheep, or other animals in your farm, and it's better to choose a chaff cutter and feed pellet machine. Hello everyone, this is Amber from Wei Machinery Company, and today I will introduce the feed pellet machine to you. If you need the machine or have other questions, please leave us a message and then we will answer you and tell you more details about the machine. And for this machine, it can process the straw and the stalk or other beans like the corn. And this is finished product. When we use this machine to process these materials, if the finished product is a little dry, we can add some water when we process the material. And we can see in this video the material. And we can see this picture. This is the picture into the feed hopper, and then this is the working space. There is a price ruler and a price plate under there. Under there, working the finished product with there. And this is the electric motor. And this is the ground wheel. It can help us to move the machine more easily. And for this machine, we have different models and different capacity. So if you need this machine, you can contact us and tell us how much the capacity you need. Recommend to use a suitable model for you. And we can see this is other model type. And for this type feed pellet machine, there is a distribution box. It can help us to protect the machine. And when we use the machine, we can use this distribution box, and there will be a switch on there so that we can operate the machine more easily. And this is a bigger type. And we can see their feed hopper character is different. For the big model, the feed hopper is bigger than the smaller type. And for this machine, we can use the feed pellet machine to feed the animals like cattle, sheep, or chicken, or pig. And the different size of the finished product can feed different animals. So please leave us a message and tell us what animals do you want to feed, so that we can offer you a suitable model. And we need attention that if we want to process the stalk or straw, we need to cut the straw first and make them turn into the small pieces. And we can see this structure of the machine. And this is the gearbox. When we receive the machine, and we need to add some oil in there and make the machine working more smoothly. And we can see this is the price plate and this is the price ruler. So when we buy this machine, in my opinion, it's better to buy an street side of the spare parts. And so that when we use the machine for a long time, we can place them and use a new set of the spare parts. And for this plate, we have different size screens, so that if you want to feed a chicken, and you can choose the 3mm, and if you want to feed cattle, you can choose the 4mm or 6mm. Bigger the hole size can feed bigger animals. And this is the electric motor. For the feed pellet machine, you can match them with the electric motor or diesel engine. And the different models will match the different power of the electric motor or diesel engine. Chicken or rabbit or goose. And for this picture, it's a big model of the feed pellet machine. We can see in this video this is a big model. And this is the feed hopper. We can put our raw material like the corn or stock into there, and then with the price ruler and price list working, the finished product will out from the outlet port. And we can use the finished product to feed our animals. And many of our customers choose to match different size of the price plate for the screen, like the 3mm and 6mm. They will use the finish a product to feed their animals, like the chicken and the cattle. And this is this part of the machine. And for this machine, this is the working space. We can see this. And in the outlet part parts, there will be a blade, and so that when the price ruler press the raw material into the pallet, and then the blades will cut them, and finally the pallet will out from there. So that if the material is too dry, the finished product will not satisfy it, and maybe it can't turn into the pallet. When we use the machine, we can look at our finished pallet, and if the pallet is lack of the water, we can add some water into the raw material, and then the finished pallet will be like this. This video, the raw material is a straw, and this is a finished product. And we can see this picture, it is taken in our factory. And this is the frame of the machine, and this is the ground wheel. And for this is the electric motor. And for this machine, it can match with the electric motor, and this picture clearly. And this is, and when the machine working, it will press the raw material and crush them, and then press them into the and then the pallet pressed And we can see this is a diesel engine type, and it is connected by the belt. And when the machine working, the belt drives the power and make the wheel drive. And for the different model, we will match different power of the electric motor or diesel engine. And we can see this is the distribution box. And for this one, it matched with the electric motor. And when we use the electric motor, we can choose this distribution box or without it. But when we use the box, it can help us to make the machine working more safely, and there will be a switch on the box so that when we operate the machine, we can more easily to operate it. And always we package the machine with a wooden box or cotton box. And we can see this is a picture about the finished product. And for the finished product, we can choose different size like the 3mm, 4mm, 5mm, 6mm, and even the 8mm. So it's between 4mm and 6mm. And if you want to fit the chicken, you can choose 3mm. Yeah, 盘呢？ And we can see if you want to modify the size of the screen, you can contact us. And this is our working space in our factory. And this is the price plate. And we can see this there. This is the price plate and different size. And this is a bigger model. For the basic model of the feed plate machine, the capacity is between 60 and 80 kilogram per hour. So if you only use in your small farm and feed animals, you can animals, you can choose the smaller model, and the capacity is 60 kilogram per hour. This is our basic type. And the different models have different complexity. So if you need this machine for your small family, you can choose the smaller model. And if you want to use it in a production line, you can choose a big complexity.